If nobody else can do it, you can leave it to me. Got a fetish for being reckless and it's easy to see. Danger, danger, not a thing can defeat the beast on a hunt, seeking where to sink in his teeth. If nobody else can do it, you can leave it.
Hey guys, it's Marky again, making another video to help you guys out. Last video I made was crafting. A lot of people I've seen lately have been asking how to make money. I'm going to go through a few things I've learned in the game that help make you money and just kind of help you out. Right now, since this is alpha, the auction house is kind of limited with how you can make money. A lot of people are overpricing everything, so you can use that. How to sell resources on the auction house? Well, I just hit the T key and it brings up the auction house. There's requests. So if you want to put up a request, like if you're a constant buyer of certain grade and certain resources, here's your grade, FDCBA, and this is your, your A1, your A2, your 0, way up to your 9. How numbers work in this is the higher the number, the higher the grade. So like an F9 is better than an F8 all the way down to 0. F0 is basically your lowest of the low. F being your lowest. So if you want, let's say, we'll just say B0, anything's better than a 0. So if you're basically getting B9 material, I guess that's the highest B you can get. Same thing with 9. Same with things. Then the higher the number, the better the yield and quality. And the max grade over here, if you see, like this is the grade minimum and grade max. So basically, if I want something between, B0 to, we'll just say this is hard to get, but say just say A5, just for lack of a better go. And how much you're asking for it, how much coin, how much per item, or some people will pay a higher amount for bigger quality, and there is a tax on the market. Here's a tax. So the more you put in, the higher the tax goes up. Fulfill is when a player is making an order, you can fill that order. If someone's asking for what I just said, and I say, "Oh, I have that," you click fulfill. Well, there's nothing here right now. Sorry to say that. There's nothing to fulfill the order, but once people ask for from resource, and you're constantly gathering, calibrate or fishing, and if someone's asking for it, you hit fulfill, it automatically sends it to them, and they pay you. That's how it works. Search, obviously I don't have to really explain this. Name, component type, filter, agent, all the grade, blah blah blah, and post. This is where you post stuff. As you can see, I posted a cycle for start at 4,000 and buyouts 1,200. Sorry, 12,000, not 1,200. My goodness, been a long day. And also the duration goes 8, 24, 40, and 96 hours. There is a fee, and say no one buys it, I get my cycle back and the money I put down on it. Harvesters, I'm not quite sure what oh yeah, okay. So the harvesters you have in zone, what zoning is, what resource they're gathering, all the time that's left. So when you have harvesters placed down, I was really confused, sorry. This is where you look for to make sure to check up on them, so you don't have to run around the map. So say it's let's say this one says near Freedom Town. The resource it's gathering is iron ore. The grade maybe be like G, maybe D. And they extracted how many, the rate, it's how many slots and time left and quantity left. So once it's done, it'll say 0, 0, 0. The quantity left will say 0 if it gather all, or I'll say how much is left. Time will tell you how much is left on it. So once that's complete, you just go to your resource, your harvester, pick it back up. You're done. Shops. This is the player-made shop. You can add waypoint. You can subscribe. Basically, hard to explain this, but here's how you manage shop. You pay an NPC, and there's a delivery fee for when you put items in there. It best helps players, like if you want to have your own private shop and people look you up and they can go and find the NPC. This is your inventory. How much you, if you want to buy Pacific items and sell Pacific items, you can do that. This is how like the trade skill gets up better, like being a merchant. Sorry if what I'm saying is a little sloppy right now. I am pretty tired, so I'm sorry. So that's one way how to make money. I showed you all the auction house. I showed you how to buy, post orders, how to open up. But right now, I'll show you guys one more thing how to post. Basically, how you post is you just drag and drop in here, and then you put how much starting bid, pile bid, hours done. And so no one buys it, you get back in the mailbox right over here. Says how to sell his mail. Just hit P. You'll get your quest. Your inbox. See, I didn't sell any of this stuff because nobody wanted it. Now moving on to another way to make money, and that is questing. A lot of people are asking, well, what's an easier way to make money just doing quests? You know, a lot of times people say combat because you kill, you get resources from the kill, and you just rack up on that. Yeah, combat's fun, but let's hit our quest log. So you have mission, your mission items, your history, what you completed, and then your setting. So we all know what the mission list is. It's a little, you can hit L and you can kind of figure out more information about it when you're confused. Reading is essential oh my god, essential in this game. Sorry, wow. Big words. Or actually really bad education, I guess you can say. This will give you a little bit more detailed description of what you have to do. Sometimes they don't drop a circle on the map or have these little waypoints, but you'd be lucky to. This is your quest items, so like when you pick up certain quest items to deliver, they'll give you these. History obviously just tells you your diplomatic, your harvesting, all the stuff you have done. Settings. Now you can see my mission filter is at Underworld only. You can change that to any combat, combat military, diplomatic, epic only, harvesting only, non-combat only, trades only, trade/harvest, underworld. So all of these have a different reward and different mission options. Combat obviously is you kill, pick up. Combat/military has a little bit of difference. Has to do with anything that has inside with military, like wipeouts. You know, kill some robots that are malfunctioning. Beat up a guard because he's a dick. Diplomatic would be where you have to talk out an NPC of doing certain things, deliver or negotiate. Epic, I don't really know much about Epic, but I'm pretty sure Epic is for your group and your hard quest. Harvesting only, obviously it speaks for itself, is when they tell you to gather and get certain items. And as you can see, Orsurus, my friend, just sent me a message. He's actually, I have to give him my last video did not credit him. He actually helped me a lot through the crafting. So if you ever see this guy online or you just hit him up with a shout, he's a really great guy. Orsurus, if you ever see this video, thank you very much for helping me put the crafting video together. I really appreciate everything you've done. Now let's get back to non-combat only. Obviously, you'll do quests that have nothing to do with fighting, so gathering, diplomat, whatever. Trades only. Obviously, it's going to be almost like you're harvesting, but it has to do with trades. So basically, take this, sell this, gather me these items, bring them in. Trade harvest is basically like a little bit of trades and harvesting together. And Underworld only is a little bit of a diplomat. And what you do is in Underworld, it's the easiest one, helps you get money really quick. You basically don't have to leave your beginning town. You just hit M, it tells me to go beat up a guard here, go here and talk to these people, deliver here, and stuff like that. So you don't have to really leave the town much. It basically is a repeatable quest constantly. So there's ways to stack up your log. If I hit now, I already have these ones, so don't accept them because it'll say it expired. So complete those two before, because I have them right over here on the side. So you do these first, and then you open it again. You can sit in front of the guy, and you can pick up some cash. So that's one way to make money. I already explained the auction house. Questing gives you a little bit of coin here and there. Selling to players, guess basically just going one to sell, speeder, cycle, whatever, and buying it that way. That's the only ways I know how to make money as of now. But there is ways once you build a nation and you have your own population. If you have I have a nation myself. It's called the Dark Brotherhood. We don't have a city yet, but once you build a nation city, you can generate income from the NPC trade shops. The mayor gets actually a percentage of the taxes, or actually the nation city gets a percentage of taxes. So when you're part of a nation city and you purchase goods from a vendor there and it takes tax, it goes into like the mayor's bank, which can be used to buy better, materials and new NPCs, pay guards, strengthen up defenses, research, etc., etc. And I believe there is research that hasn't been fully disclosed to me yet, but there is going to be some form of upgrade for cities for better protection. Cities do have life. These ones don't because they're permanent. But when you build a nation city, it does have a hit points. If you're a rogue and you're building neutral area, you can't be attacked by FPC and OWON players. But I don't know if there's any protection or how it works yet. But they're going to disclose how the nations work in the future patch. Right now, just basically, if you have a nation, you're in a nation, you're not in a nation, get involved in a nation, build a city, test it out, give them a full bug report. I know it's kind of hard telling them every bug, but it helps them out, it helps us out, because if we like this game, we enjoy what we play, everything we do is going to help them out with developing the game, making it a little bit better. So if you have played Star Wars Galaxy, we kind of want it to be as good as that before, they give everybody Jedi, but I'm not going to vent about how angry I was about that. I'm just going to let you know, let's make sure this game works out. Another thing about skill game, if you get the injectors, I'm going to go through a little bit thing really quick, because a lot of new players in this game want to earn up their skill. I'm just going to take you, sorry for rambling on, but if you go to your medical center, if you have $100 on you and you're going to go out and combat or gather, talk to the vendor of the medical supplies. Might be something different for the OWON nation, but it's called learning sims. You can actually make them. Make sure to pick some of these up. And different grades give you different yield possibilities, as in, like, if it's an A1, you be getting a skill every time you touch something or move. So if you can create them, there's a lot of players that are making them. They can sell them for pretty big bucks, but you go here when you first start, you bring up your skill gain every second. As you can see, I've been getting a lot of animal handling up. That goes really easily once you have an alpha pet. Just keep them out. Doesn't matter if they die, you can always get them again. Don't get too attached to your pets, even if they have 3 charges. Especially with, my pet's name is Jesus. If it does offend you guys, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be funny here, but just basically, once you get a certain pet, just let them alpha up. If you forget to feed them, don't worry. Just buy bandages from this girl here, craft them yourself, or buy them from players, whatever way you obtain it, and just make sure the health 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 4 or whatever charges they have is filled up to max every so often, so that way you don't lose your pet. Otherwise, that's all I really have to disclose about this video. If you guys would like to know more about anything else, add a comment below.
Not a thing can defeat the beast on a hunt, seeking where to sink in his teeth. If nobody else can do it, you can leave it to me. Got a fetish for being